The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. America belongs to the American people. We don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
Avant, non, tranquille, lui. Yes, yes.
Just because you disagree with our immigration laws doesn't make it racist. ICE is doing their job. They're carrying out the laws of the Constitution. You don't have the right to be in this country unlawfully. If you have a problem with immigration law, you must be an illegal alien. Because deporting illegal aliens is not racist. It's the law. Once again, it's the law. You're not supposed to be in the country illegally. You're not supposed to be in the country illegally. We don't go against immigrants. We go against illegal aliens. Big difference. Anybody that comes into this country unlawfully is subject to deportation. It don't matter if it's a misdemeanor. It doesn't matter if it's a civil offense. It doesn't matter if it's a felony. They all lead to one road. And guess what that road is? Deportation. ICE is doing a wonderful job. They're carrying out the mandate that President Trump gave them, that President Trump promised us. He promised us a mass deportation, and he's delivering on his promise. We don't want no illegal aliens. Zero. Zero. That's where we want to get to. We want to achieve zero illegal aliens in this country. I want to thank ICE, and I want to thank my President Trump for making our country safe and great again.
Credits to original creators of the clips used in this video. Let's get to it.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Y'all finna see me cry on this dumbass app for the first time, bro. No one fucking, like, not being born in the fucking US is so fucking hard. Like, this is so hard. They literally treat you like an alien for everything. I get it. Okay, cool. I'm a fucking alien, but bro, I can't do shit. Like, this shit fucking sucks. And it is like, dumbass, ignorant ass people be talking about fucking immigrants. Well, bitch, like, this shit's not fucking fun. You think this shit's fucking fun? Like,
Texas has acquired thousands of acres of land right along the Mexican and U.S. border. And now the state of Texas has sent a letter to the Trump administration offering 1,400 acres to be utilized for a mass deportation camp. The land is located in Stark County, right along the Rio Grande Valley. The 1,400 acres would allow the Trump administration to build an enormous facility for processing all undocumented immigrants to be deported. The first to be deported, the 1.6 undocumented criminals currently in the United States. Trump has yet to respond to the offering of the land in Texas. But the acquisition of the land indicates only one thing. Governor Abbott from Texas and Trump already had talks of such facility and the need of the land. The letter offering the land to Trump just makes it official.
My biggest problem with illegal immigration is that it simply does not work. Allowing millions and millions of illegal immigrants to come into the United States is not working out. You can be the most empathetic, caring, loving American in this country, but the logical side of your brain has to be able to alert you and tell you that this is not working out for American citizens. It is not fair to people like me and like you that were born in this country to have to now be struggling to eat, struggling to afford their house, while we watch an illegal immigrant who's only been here for 6 months have a better life than we have. I don't know how anyone could think that that is fair. Again, it doesn't mean that we wish ill on these people, on these illegal immigrants. It doesn't mean that. In a perfect world, we could be the country for everyone, because a lot of people are like, this is the land of opportunity. But at what cost? At what cost? Because in order to give these illegal immigrants an amazing life and the opportunity of America, we are taking away all the opportunities that Americans have worked for and that they deserve. It is a problem when someone who just got into this country is sitting in a luxury apartment and a man who has been here and lived here for 65 years, born and raised, has to go back to work because his benefits that he worked his ass off for are no longer enough for him to take care of himself and his wife and his family. That is a problem. And there is no way I will personally ever be able to vote for a party who thinks it is okay for this country to keep allowing millions and millions of people to flood the United States, and they put those people above their own citizens. I will never vote for that.
They thought America would change for them. They built lives there, they raised families, and some believed that they would never have to leave. But then immigration landscape changed. ICE enforcement became more aggressive, deportation became a big priority, and suddenly immigration status mattered more than ever. They thought America would change for them, then ICE cracked down.
You had to guess, what percentage of people support mass deportation in this country? Would you guess like 20, 30%? Because that's what I would guess. But the real number is 54%. And I have a question that is pretty much never asked amongst the people that support this mass deportation plan. And the question is not how much it would cost, which is almost $20,000 per person. And given that there's 12 million undocumented immigrants in this country, that would be $235 billion. But no, that's not the question. The question is, do you know how disruptive to your life this plan will be? Illegal immigrants are embedded into our communities, from big cities to rural towns and everything in between. It's not like there's immigration camps where these folks are just living their life. They're fucking in our communities. And to get them all out will require ICE and military operations. So that means you will be witness in your normal life to consistent military operations to extract people from their houses and deport them. You'll be watching military operations in your town all the time. Just try to absorb that information for a second. I imagine the majority of you don't actually witness illegal immigration on a day-to-day basis in a way that feels like impactful to your life. You might see an illegal immigrant doing work or come in contact with one here and there, but it's not going to like be this substantial moment in your life. But just imagine for a second people from ICE and the military literally going into your neighbors' homes and ripping them out and throwing them in a car and going, get the fuck out of the country. You're going to have to watch that shit. So if you want this mass deportation plan, you're going to have to be a witness to it, literally. And I'm sure some of you will go, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. Just toss them out, get them out of here, I'll watch it, I don't give a shit.
No, honey. United States was not built by immigrants. The United States was built by settlers. Immigrants like me and maybe you, we came here when everything was done. When the roads were paved, when the infrastructure was done, when electricity was here. America was built by settlers. And the difference is the settlers came here to buried lands, to the plains of the Americas, where there was absolutely nothing. And they built cities, and they built the railways, and they built everything else. We are not the same as the settlers. We come here and we enjoy the privilege of being in the United States, and take advantage of everything that the United States has to offer us. The settlers weren't offered anything. The settlers came here and built everything, so privileged people like me and you can come here in the United States and live and chase the American dream. We are not legal here, we are privileged to be here. So to say that the United States was built by immigrants is not true. Secondly, it's not stolen land, it's conquered land. There were wars, and wars were lost, and some won, and some lost. And now the people that lost are calling it, oh, you stole my land. No, you lost the war. That's it. There's nothing more to it. Everybody that had ever been in the military knows that the number one equation to know if you're winning the war is how much land you're conquering. That's it. You didn't got land stolen. The land was conquered because some people lost the war. And also, let's not forget the treaty between Texas and Mexico. So if you're an American, you should know that because it's part of your country.
America's immigration policy is changing. Border security is a major priority, is immigration enforcement. And ICE is enforcing immigration law inside the country. But here is what people need to understand. Not every immigrant has the same legal status. A US citizen is different. A green card holder is different. A visa holder is also different. And a TPS recipient are different. The one temporary means temporary. TPS is not citizenship. It is not a permanent residency. And when protections end, some people can face a completely different immigration situation. For years, temporary protections can feel permanent. People have built their lives around it. They work, pay bills, and raise children. And they make even long-term plans. Then the government changes their destination. Suddenly, everything feels different. This is why TPS has become such a major immigration issue. Recent changes affecting Haitians are one example. More than 160 Haitian nationals were recently deported to Haiti after TPS ended. But this does not mean every Haitian immigrant is facing deportation. Individual immigration status matters. Here is another important point. Living in America for decades does not automatically create citizenship. Working legally does not automatically create citizenship. Having a child born in America does not automatically erase the immigration case. And having a work permit does not necessarily mean permanent residency. Because immigration law looks at legal status, not simply how long someone has lived in America. And that is why people need to know exactly what their status allows. ICE enforcement can lead to detention, and it can also lead to removal proceedings, but an arrest does not automatically mean immediate deportation. Some people have immigration court hearings, some may qualify for legal relief, some may appeal. Every case is different, and that is why sweeping claims about every immigrant being deported are misleading. The legal circumstances matters more. The bigger message is simple. America can become someone's home, but immigration status is still determined by law. A person can build an entire life here and still have temporary status. Policies can change, TPS can end, enforcement priorities can change, and immigration cases can move forward. So the question is not how long have you lived in America? The question is what legal status allows you to stay. They thought America would change for them, then ICE cracked down, and that is the new reality of America's immigration debate. Share your thoughts in the comments section, and kindly remember to keep it respectful. If you want breakdowns like these, hit the subscribe button and join our family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.